My son looked up from his phone at Christmas dinner and said, "That's weird. My tuition payment just declined." We were all at my parents' house like every year. My daughter had been showing my mom pictures of her finished kitchen renovation, and my mom kept gushing about the countertops. My daughter mentioned they were thinking about taking the kids to Florida in the spring, and my dad asked how they were affording all this on one income. She laughed and said her husband had been saving like crazy. It was calm and everyone was getting along for once. My son was barely paying attention, scrolling through his phone, and that's when he looked up. "Hey grandma, is there a hold on the account? It says insufficient funds." My dad pulled out his phone to check the balance, and his face went white. He turned the screen toward me, and the balance was $67. That account was supposed to have $350,000 in it. Money my dad set aside for both grandkids when he sold his construction business. My daughter already got hers at 25. This was my son's. My dad pulled up the transaction history and the table went silent because there was withdrawal after withdrawal going back years, tens of thousands at a time bleeding out of the account. He turned to my mom. "These are all from your login. What the hell happened?" My mom's face crumpled. "I don't know. I haven't touched that account in years." My dad's voice went cold. "Then explain how your login drained $350,000. She was crying now, insisting she didn't understand. And my son glanced up and said quietly, "Didn't you just redo your whole kitchen?" The words hung there, and suddenly everyone at the table was looking at my daughter. "Mom," I said slowly, "did you give her money from that account?" My mom shook her head, tears running down her face. "I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe I helped once or twice. I can't remember anymore." My daughter went pale. "What?" "No, she never gave me anything." I cut her off. "What about the kitchen and the SUV and the vacation? You haven't worked in 4 years, so where is all that money coming from?" She started stammering. "My husband has been saving for years. We've been really careful with money. I don't know what you're—" I cut her off. "Stop insulting my intelligence." My husband jumped in. "We've all been wondering how you two were living so well on one income, and now it makes sense." My daughter looked around the table with wild eyes. "It doesn't make sense because it's not true. I never took a cent from that account." She turned to my mom. "Grandma, tell them. Tell them you never gave me money from his account." My mom just shook her head. "I can't remember. I'm sorry. I can't remember." My daughter's voice cracked. "I would never steal from my own brother. I swear on my children's lives. Why won't anyone believe me?" My son leaned back in his chair with his hands up. "Guys, hey, let's just calm down for a second here." My daughter was fully sobbing now. She looked right at me with this shattered expression. "Mom, I taught him how to ride a bike. I helped him with his homework every night. I would never do this to him. Please, please believe me." I didn't say anything, and the silence stretched out. And that's when I noticed my dad wasn't looking at my daughter at all. He'd gone completely still, and he was staring at my son with his eyes narrowed. My son was watching his sister cry, and there was something wrong with his face. He wasn't upset or confused or angry. His expression was almost peaceful, like he was waiting to see if it worked. My dad's voice cut through the noise, low and dangerous. "Boy, did you do this yourself?" The whole room went dead silent. My son laughed. "What? Grandpa, that's insane." My dad didn't blink. My husband grabbed the phone and started scrolling through the transaction locations, and his face changed. "These withdrawals aren't from anywhere near where your sister lives. They're all from your college town." My son shook his head. "That doesn't prove anything. Someone could have stolen Grandma's login." My dad stood up slowly. "You've had her login since you were 16. She gave it to you for emergencies." My son's face twitched. "So, that doesn't mean My dad slammed his hand on the table. "Like, stop lying to me." And my son snapped. "Fine, yeah, I did it. You happy now?" "I did it and I do it again because none of you ever gave a damn about me anyway." He was shaking. "She got the same amount I did and blew through it in 2 years and nobody said a word, but I'm the monster. I made some bad investments and suddenly I'm the family villain." He gestured at his sister. "She'll be fine. She married rich. I had nothing." My dad looked at him like he'd never seen him before. "You sat there and watched her beg us to believe her. You watched your mother call her a liar, and you said nothing." My son didn't answer. My dad's voice went flat. "The money I can forgive. Kids are stupid. But watching your sister take the blame while she sobbed and begged her family to believe her, I will never forgive that. Get out of my house." My son pushed back from the table and left without a word. I turned to my daughter and reached for her, desperate to take back everything I'd said. She pulled away from me and wouldn't meet my eyes.